Negus.
Negus. What is the language of origin?
Ethiopian to Amharic.
What is the definition?
A king. It's used as a title of the sovereign of Ethiopia. Negus.
Negus, Negus.
I'm saying, so holla at me. Like I said, don't get it twisted because I don't got the interview voice. I'll run laps around you.
And clearly ain't got no filter. And and the bishop, he working on it, but God ain't finished with me yet either. So welcome to the church.
Welcome to the church. Not everyone needs to believe in your dreams, but you do.
We want to encourage you, if you got a dream or an idea, bet on yourself. This is almost like free consulting. Hit that Cash App because we giving y'all a free game away.
Oh, you gonna learn to laugh today. You getting that medicine with that candy right now.
That's our show, y'all.
Yeah,
it's about love.
If they ain't about truth, you might have to check them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them. If they boys in blue, then you might have to red them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them. Got the block so dry.
Yo. If you ain't what you said, if you ain't the boys in the blue, you might have to red them. That's what you said, yeah.
If they is the boys then you might have to red them.
Jeez, that's the violence right there, yo. What's going on, people? Welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Selective Outrage, as always. This is episode 74 of the P.I.M.P.I.N.G show. Again, y'all can say whatever y'all want. Please don't call us the N-I-G-G-A. Please don't call us the N-I-G-G-E-R. I mean, there's consequences and repercussions to everything you do. This is episode 74. I'm one of the co-hosts of the show, one of the hosts. I am the good deacon, DeTravius, Bethea. Who I'm with, man? Who I'm with?
The good Bishop Bingham Hustle Hotel. What's good, y'all? We got 4 viewers. We
got 4 viewers.
We be geeking. We appreciate y'all. Half the time it's just like we just talking to ourselves about life, how we can grow as men, as husbands, as fathers, as sons, and the show is about love and grace and mercy. See, you was asking where my Bingham.
Yeah, I was asking about you, Mama Bingham. What's up, Mama Bingham?
I told him you was living your life for you, and I just had to accept it and applaud because as parents, we now know that you sacrifice a lot, man. There's plenty that we could be doing as parents that we don't. So shout out to my mother.
Yeah, I spoke her up. That's the good Lord was in her ear. Was like, let me jump in real quick. But before we jump into the topics and all that, please tell people what this show is about, man. I see you got love God, love people in real life. I like that one, man. You ain't send me that one, man. I got the gold.
This is my homeboy that the fellow HU. Actually, he's a double bison, so he like to hold that over my head. But my guy that I teach Sunday school with, this is his thing: love God, love people, and in real life. So I decided to change it up, go with the gold. That's why I ain't got the chains. Yeah. That and 2 of our law school colleagues. So I did the summit. Sizzle video is coming. It was great. It was amazing. I think now I'm learning how to balance the stress of just doing stuff for other people that you really not benefiting from. I can only imagine Jesus. I know he was like these Jessies, but I did a interview with the.
Oh, you got to tell the people what the show is about, man.
I already told them, bro. You wasn't listening.
Yeah, I was listening. You usually
grace and mercy, love God, real people. It's about growth, trying to be better fathers, brothers.
Yeah. Go ahead. But go ahead. The summit is over. How you feel about it, man?
Look, let me tell you what an old school cat told me. If you listen a little bit faster, if you think a little bit faster, I ain't got to slow down, brother. I run laps around you.
That's right.
So I was interviewing the National Cybersecurity Director.
Okay.
I did a fireside chat with her. She was the keynote speaker for the Tech Law Summit, and I had my hair up in 2 poofs like this.
Yeah.
And first thing she said when she came in with her handlers was like, "It's great for young people to see someone that looks like you talking to somebody who looks like me. And she's down
She's
the,
a black woman.
yeah, man. She went to Hampton undergrad. I think Princeton, got a master's, and then like Yale for law school or something like that. You know, she got that pedigree. Yeah. And I thought it was a great idea too. Like, you could look like how you want to look as a lawyer when you sharp at what you do. But then I got lectured by two of our fellow hustlers.
What they say?
Like, nah, man, that ain't reality, bro. You different. You done made it. You gonna have these kids thinking that they could go up into the white man corporate office like that. So we had a good conversation, and I know what they was telling me all came out of love. So no chains. I had my chains on too. Y'all gonna see the picture, be like, yo, this Jesse is just
But you know what's interesting though? We talked about this before. I don't know if we talked about this on the show, because remember we had one of the deans put us in, the dean of the law school at the time. They're gonna remain nameless. Pulled us, and we had a meeting about how to shake hands and not be. And my pushback to this, I get we gotta play the game, but we don't never show up as our authentic selves. It ain't gonna never change. You know what I'm saying? So
look, we gotta all do it, because it is always.
That's what I'm saying. We got
one. There's a Clarence Thomas that just, if Clarence Thomas conforming, then that's the pressure on the rest of us to conform.
Yeah, but see, even if Clarence Thomas, if that's him, I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother topic we can talk about. It's like, you know, we all I know I take on the Negro peeing tag, because that's somebody shot that to me as an insult, right? But it's like, yo, we're all at this point, we all got the European influence, right? So it's like, I don't know, man. I wish I was there for the conversation, but I can imagine what it was. Because we had the conversation many a times. It's like it's also like the code switching and all that type of stuff comes into play too. So, but like you said, more of us got to do it. It can't just be you out on the limb. It got to be more of us, and that's the only way it's going to really change if we show up as we are. You know what I mean?
So I was listening to you, brother, and this is a great transition. Check the private chat. Make sure you got the link up. But you said when you was at the hustle, they're going to remain nameless, but y'all was taught how to shake hands and how to talk and all of this good stuff. Sound like respectability politics. This was at Howard. And Howard is our first topic of conversation, because somebody told somebody you the most hated student in the school.
Allegedly. That's
keeping it real, but you got to link up, man, because I like what old boy do. Let's go ahead and share. We're gonna shut up.
Let me see if I can.
And now he's trying to sue for racial discrimination. I'm not going to go into the details of lawsuit because not really important. What I will say is we are going to see more and more of this type of thing happening from white people. Newman said as one of the only white people who was a racial minority and thus experienced racial discrimination. And we hear this a lot from white people, where they say, I was the only or one of the few white people in the room. And thus, because I was a racial minority, I was being discriminated against. What that actually does is shows you how these white people do not understand what discrimination actually is. Simply being a minority does not equal discrimination. People of the global majority are called minorities, but number-wise, we are not a minority. We're actually a majority. But we are discriminated against, even though we are a majority. It's white people that called us the minority and tried to weaponize that. Even if you're the only white person for miles, you still have white privilege. Even if you don't want it and try to deny it, you still have it. Systems have been set up around the world to ensure that. So as we witness more and more of this type of reaction happening from white people, remember that it's actually a deflection. And remember, the system of white dominance doesn't actually work by how many people there are with numbers. It comes in the form of laws, governments, institutions, and yes, people, whether it's 1 or 1 million. Don't let the individual distract you from the system. This white guy named Michael Newman is trying to sue Howard University for $2.
There you go, man. I think I don't want to mess that person's pronoun up. So I'm just gonna
they did that.
Yeah, they did that. Yeah. So for those that don't know, there was a white student that was at Howard, and he's suing for discrimination. Yo, he had a chain on. I never see.
That ain't him. That ain't. a distraught HBCU student. No, that ain't him. But I guess he did. You see how they label it ally. He
Yeah.
calls himself an ally. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, he was one of the white students at Howard. So it's multiple white students at Howard. So HBCUs, for those that don't know, doesn't mean that you have to be black to go. Like we had a mixture. It was majority black, but we had a mixture class, and it was a mixture of students before us and after us. But anyway, he's saying that he was discriminated against, and I was like, I actually was going back and forth with one of our classmates who were remain nameless because he'd be under the radar. And we was talking about, and I was like, I don't really like to comment on these things until I see more details come out, because in a lawsuit, you're supposed to make the other side look horrible. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Howard's going to respond too. So it's going to be their side, his side, and somewhere in the middle is what really happened. But apparently, you know, they was calling him I heard he had a name. He was calling him what's the word I heard he was calling them? Did you hear the name he was calling them?
I didn't see that. Let me see.
Nah, somebody told me it was
Peter. Oh, no, not any him.
But anyway, he's suing Howard, saying he was discriminated against. They basically boxed him out, but and he's saying like they made a hostile education environment, so he's suing Howard for discrimination. But what you got? Because like I said, go ahead.
I got a couple things.
Oh, let me look before you go into it. So we had a almost similar situation when we were there. When one of our white colleagues, our student, he used the N-word. Were you in that class?
I don't remember.
You don't remember that? And they, one of the professors like had to stop class. Well, it was the next class, and it was like because I guess she got complaints that why is this person using the N-word so lightly? And he was quoting I don't know if it was an opinion or what, and you know had to go and like, yeah, you got to be careful what you're saying. Like even if it's written down, like you got to know your room, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, know your audience. Yeah. I think this is strategically playing chess. I think it might have been calculated based on what I've read. It sucks for Howard because I've seen a lot of comments say this is why we got to keep stuff to ourselves. But I feel like we benefited. It was more than one white student in our class. We don't discriminate like some of the other schools. But the fact that if he was to win this for creating a hostile education environment, I think every black student that went to a PWI should sue. And not even a PW. We could just sue for period at kindergarten. We this at kindergarten, and it named one of my beloved brothers in the articles that it sounded like he had a real talk with this dude. Like, look, man, you got to chill. You known as the most hated student at the school.
Manifesto, that's what they was calling them.
Yeah, and dude used that real love, that real advice, and included that in his lawsuit. Like you said, they got to do what they got to do to make it seem horrible. My only hope is that Howard will find a Howard Law alum to defend the school. Sometimes we feel like we got to go out there like 50 Cent and get the biggest Jewish lawyer or whatever. I just hope that we find somebody who we can champion that actually graduated from the law school. Because to me, that's not a good look if you have to go outside. Even though knowing in reality, racism in the court system, we are intelligent enough to defend ourselves against some whack lawsuit like this, bro.
Yeah, plus we got it's enough of us out there that are doing their thing and got big firms.
Yeah,
we shouldn't have a problem finding. Well, the organization shouldn't have a problem finding a graduate to take on the case, because they're gonna have to pay them lawyer fees anyway. And you might as well keep it in the family, keep it in house. Yeah, and it would be I think it would be a great. I didn't think about this, so that's a great point. I think it would be a great.
You went out, brother. We can't hear you.
There you go. It'll be a great show of support and show of strength if a Howard attorney is representing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
At least a Howard
and they
firm is
looking for a
somebody.
dean too. You
I
know
can't hear you now. You can't.
you
I can't hear you.
Oh,
Nope.
we having technical difficulties, folks.
Can y'all hear him? Can y'all hear him? Because I can't hear this joker.
Y'all hear me? Yes or no? Put it in the chat.
I can't hear you, bro.
Oh,
Wow. Technical difficulties.
Can
y'all hear him?
Can y'all hear me? I hear you.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear both of you. That's just that Jesse side.
Oh, Joe D said he can hear both of us. Hold on, man. Let me see something. Maybe something on my end. Hold on. Keep the show going. Keep the show going. Keep the show going.
I got you. Yeah, we need to represent ourselves. Looking at this lawsuit, some of the stuff that he lay out is just like, man, that's normal life, bro. We go through that all the time. He suffered depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts as a result of public ostracism, vilification, and humiliation. How many times does that happen? Oh, then it names my boy. At one point, global head of diversity recruiting, Reggie McGahee, allegedly, I hate that they put McGahee in his, told Newman he had become the most hated student McGahee had seen during his tenure at the university, according to the suit. I mean, the facts is facts. Like he was joking about slavery and chains and all of this stuff. Yeah, man, I really hope that Howard will find one of us to defend us. And you know, we've talked about this, brother, as far as the dean. They looking for a dean now. Why do we? And we know what it is. I think you kind of coined the term, for me at least. The white man ice water is colder. We always
ice is colder. Yeah.
We always feel that way, and it's like, man, I was hoping Reggie would become the dean, because he's definitely put in his time. And as we said, anybody going that long without a scandal or that brother like Barack Obama, shout out to you, Reggie. I already know I could do it. Look, given his position, but I got a lot of respect and love for that brother, and for him to be named in this lawsuit for trying to talk somebody off a ledge and tell them to just chill. Hey, man, I think that's foul. So we're going to be, this is, I don't know, Joe D, we ain't speculating.
We ain't going to speculate. We ain't going to repeat that question. We don't know.
Look, he could tell he might have left for a bag, because he's over there at Reed Smith now, and we got some Hustle alum.
Yeah, and don't get at him like y'all got at Dion.
I'm happy for them, man. They at some point, I'm learning, even in corporate America, we veering off because we got a lot. But hey, man, you got to go where you appreciate it and not tolerate it. And after like 2 to 3 years, people start taking advantage of you. So it's in your best interest. We said this during the Tech Law Summit. We had a real talk panel. It was me, Michelle, y'all know her as Guttrick, and April Williams, and then my old manager. And we had a real talk about this, bro. You got to take your own career. Your life is about you. Your purpose is you, and you got to move accordingly. I also saw Cosby, bro.
Cosby was there. I spoke to Cosby this week. He ain't even tell me about it. But
Cosby, y'all, we gonna get y'all on the panel next year, bro.
Yeah, I spoke to Cosby this week. He didn't even tell me about it.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, let's keep on track though. So we got what we going next? We going.
So that's one of our Jessies of the week. Jessie of the week. I forgot to let me get our banner up because we finna move. We're gonna move quickly, y'all. This your girl from Rapids. I actually like her, but she's a Jessie of the week. And the Mexican Cartel is a Jessie of the week too. They snatching everybody. Remember old boy? Yeah. They snatching everybody down.
They snatching everybody in Mexico.
Hey, y'all better be, if you can't afford to take the flight down there for your BBL surgery, don't do it, because unfortunately.
Let's a quick pause. Yo, do people, all right, do dudes, because we can't speak for all dudes, do they like BBLs? Yo, them joints always look crazy to me.
Clearly, well, I'm gonna be honest. Clearly, they like down here. Because they just, and I'm in Atlanta for those people that don't know, because they everywhere. And you're right. Some of them just look ridiculous, and you know that they BBLs. But some people get them done tastefully where it don't look like it's a BBL. You know, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
But it just look heavy.
Yeah.
And heavy is popular. But Joe D know a little something. You get a BBL without a tummy tuck. Sometimes a tummy tuck is all some folks look like they need it, but they going with tummy tuck with 10-inch waist, and then you got like 52-inch behind. It just looks distasteful. Manifest Blackman was like, tasteful? Yeah, brother. I look, I like mine nice and round and heavy. Jesse.
So you saying dudes do like them? So you saying
apparently, man, they making money down here. You see them all the time, bro. I mean, and again, some are very obvious. Like you just look and say that's a BBL, and then other times it just look like, oh, she thick.
Y'all also got a unique, because y'all got strip culture out there too.
Yeah, the culture is just like, if you know about the Bible, go back and look at the culture in the city of Corinthia back in the day. There's a reason why that's one of the longest books that Paul wrote. They was just wilding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Joe D, they are. Are they wifing up BBL women? Absolutely down. If they wasn't winning, it's just like brothers with cars and stuff like that. If it didn't get you the attention or what you wanted from the opposite sex, you wouldn't do it. But they snatching people. They apparently
hide your kids, hide your wife. The Mexican cartel, what was that show? Narcos. They ain't playing, man. They snatching up everybody out here, man. If you can't afford a flight, don't drive. Why would you drive through? I've never been to Mexico, but I'm assuming it ain't the most it's not, well, obviously we know it's not the safest place in the world, but why would you drive through that joint, man?
Yeah, I can't imagine trying to drive to Mexico. But again, there's plenty of flights that go there, and we only hearing about there's flights that go there. We're hearing about the people, so that the family that, well, not family, the two that got killed, they was driving down there and apparently got stopped on the road as soon as they crossed over, and they shot two of them, I think, and two made it. But these Jessies, the cartel, because they don't want no smoke with American citizens, even if, you know, America got to step up, even if they black and was doing some dumb stuff, because they just can't have that. They can't have this spill over in the good white people being snatched, good white families being snatched. So but they sent a letter apologizing and turned the dudes over.
Oh, they found the dudes. They found
the cartel
dude?
And turned them. We have decided to turn over those who were directly involved and responsible in the events, who at all times acted under their own decision making and lack of discipline.
You know what? I might get canceled for this.
Hold on. Let me get this off the screen so they can see.
Go ahead. I'm not mad at them. You don't gotta put me on solo. I'm not mad at them turning them in, man. I think
they don't want no smoke.
Yeah, I think more, people that's in the streets and all that type of stuff, even in America, start turning in some of your own people that's violating y'all quote unquote code.
Hold on. You done went Negro peeing on me. Let me get you back.
That
went somewhere else. 1-800 crime stop.
Well, what was T.I. joint called? The tip line?
1-800 crime stoppers.
Like so, for example, right? If you know somebody in your gang or your clique, they did a drive-by and shot some innocent kids, right? Yo, turn them jokers in.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. You violated the code, and you was man, he went too far. He did go on the Negro. I didn't know he was going there, y'all. We don't rehearse this at all.
So the thing is, because it's this whole snitching thing. Who's snitching? Who's not a snitch? And all that type of stuff. But if the Mexican gang get turned in their own people, if you a Crip or whatever you would represent, y'all can do the same thing, because y'all ain't built like that Mexican cartel at all.
Yeah, that's true. They different. They different. You got the video bank. We're gonna move on. But that's
All right,
the Jesse of the week, man. Y'all can't be, if you can't afford the flight, I think your booty is all right.
If you can't afford the flight, I think your booty is all right. That's a good one right there.
You gotta drive down there and get some Funyuns and Cheetos in the minivan. You doing too much. You probably need to be saving your money.
Yeah, all right, let's go to the Fox News real quick. Let me get the Fox News joint up.
We got the bank collapse. You got that one?
Which one?
Look at it. Financial reg silicone.
Oh, you want to do the bank? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got Fox next.
Let me do Tucker Carlson real quick because I already got that one ready to go.
This Jesse changing up the
Good evening,
format.
Tucker Carlson tonight. One of the hallmarks of people who are telling the truth, in case you were wondering how to tell the difference, is that people who are telling the truth are calm. They don't wave their hands around and make wild accusations. They don't need to do that. It's enough to say what they know. And if honest people turn out to be wrong about something they have claimed, they'll admit it. They don't double down on false. They made a mistake, and that's okay. It's not like they're claiming to be God. Liars behave differently. Liars are touchy, sometimes to the point of hysteria. They're hiding something. That's the whole point of lying.
So this is a long clip, yeah. I didn't realize it was, they ain't go straight to it. But for those that don't know, Tucker Carlson and Fox News have been outed through some text messages. And you got the right one up. Look at this producer, yo. Ain't no minds being changed either way. I guess it's the ain't no minds being changed because those that watch Fox News and are Trump supporters, they ain't going to be changed by. So anyway, let me rewind. So what ended up happening, there you go. Tucker Carlson showed like a small clip of what happened on January 6th as if we didn't see it live, showing that his claim was like it wasn't as crazy as the press has made it to be. And what ended up happening was, so Fox News is being sued by the company that created the voting machines because they were saying there was some, some collusion and all that type of stuff to steal votes. And so within the discovery, they requested all them text messages, your boy Tucker and all of them, saying they hate Donald Trump and he's the worst president and the guy's crazy. And there you go. Tucker Carlson apparently hates Trump and 8 more key revelations about Fox News from the New Dominion. And what I thought was crazy about the whole this whole fiasco is that Murdoch, he finally admitted that they was lying, and then he was like, so I guess he was like, do he watch? He doesn't watch Fox News himself. So yo, don't get high off your own supply, people.
That's terrible. Yeah. So in the video for the Tucker Carlson edit, he shows the one crazy guy who had the Daniel Boone the furry rabbit on his head or furry, I don't know.
Yeah. He got convicted already. Yeah.
Horns. Yeah. And he was like, in the video, it with no sound, it shows police kind of walking through the Capitol. So Tucker Carlson is like, yeah, see, the police let him in there. They lying to y'all. They did this to set this up and make Trump look bad and this and that. And I think we're gonna talk about Chris Rock later.
Yeah, we definitely gotta get into Chris Rock, bro.
Yeah, this is the same dude who I think he might have took a squat on Nancy Pelosi's desk, or he was sitting with his feet crossed on her desk and took a laptop and all of this other stuff. And Tucker Carlson was trying to make it seem like, yo, they lying to y'all. And somewhere out there, ain't no minds being changed. There's some people that believe that. And it's, the good deacon just pointed out, the owner don't even watch that crap. And they don't even believe in Trump like that.
They don't even believe in Trump. That's the crazy thing that come about it. So people, ain't no minds being changed, but the people that run this network that are making all the money off of y'all admits in private that this joint is bull. I can't say the S word because we trying to be bishops and deacons. It's BS. And the owner says he doesn't watch Fox News. So what does that signal for y'all? But ain't no minds being changed either way. Ain't no minds being changed. Like y'all gonna keep watching and everything.
we got some growth for y'all. You got the bank video.
Yeah, I got the bank video. Let me
Let
present
me
real
get
quick.
my banner. This our Think Again segment here. Cause yeah, there was a bank that was touting supposed to be all of that.
Here you go. Hold up.
FDIC has created a vehicle, a separate bank associated with the FDIC, run by the FDIC, that will take over all the assets at Silicon Valley Bank. And this is important, again, this speaks to the risk management of the government and the regulators on this front. They say that all insured depositors will have full access to their fully insured deposits no later than this coming Monday morning, March 13th. If you had uninsured, so they in essence have now taken over the bank. They are now also saying, by the way, that in order to protect insured depositors, the FDIC has created a vehicle, a separate bank associated with the FDIC, run by the FDIC.
Okay. Yeah, man. Where you was going with it? I felt like it was going to be a Hustle Hotep moment. Where you was going with it? I can't hear you again. Hold on, man.
Oh, nope, it's me. It's me.
It's you.
Jesse was on mute because I put mute when you put the video because it sounded like an echo. But yeah, Hustle Hotep moment, I guess. Watch where you putting your money and watch where you putting your faith, because man will fail you every time. Like this bank collapsed in 48 hours, but they had the right name. Silicon Valley Bank. You know, Silicon Valley is everything. That's where all the rich people are. That's where allegedly all of these great ideas and startups come from. And this is just one of them think again moments, man. Like the people, the key word is insured. Yeah. How do we know your deposits was insured if you put your money in there? I'm sure like the big hedge funds, I think they had like two of their biggest customers. One was Spotify, and then another one was like this hedge fund, Horowitz or whatever. Okay. Investing in Facebook and all of them other big startups. But like 48 hours, bruh.
Yeah, they had a bank run. So, you know, that this for people that don't know, that's how the FDIC was formed, because they didn't want banks to collapse, because I think it was during the Great Depression was the bank run, and a lot of banks went out of. So a bank run is everybody come and get their money to get that out of the bank. So for those that don't know, the banks only have a certain amount of money in the bank, right? so they only have a certain amount of money in the bank. And when you go to, so if everybody goes to get their money out the bank at the same time, it's called a bank run. Not everybody, a lot of people. And they don't have enough money to give people their money back. So a bank can collapse like that, because what they do is they take your money, pay you 0.25% or whatever. Then, you know, they savings and loans, and then they loan it out to people for 15, 10, whatever, 5% if you got good credit. And that's how they make money.
Yeah, and charge you late fees.
Get
your money in stock and all of that stuff. Yeah, it's a crazy game, man. But that's our Think Again segment. But we just gonna keep on Think Again. You got the video up of Shaq?
Yeah,
I was waiting for it. Let me go back up and get my boy comment. And yeah, Manifest Black, man. My son ain't leading me. I'm leading him. I'm just behind him in the lock journey, brother. It's not dreads.
Tell him again, yo. Talk to
him. That's what your oppressor taught you.
That's what your oppressor taught you, huh? Hold on.
We call it luxurious locks.
Are you ready? You see it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure, you want to go live. You got to have enough common sense to know that wasn't going to go the way you wanted it to go. You're not a rapper. You're an NBA player. Okay, I don't know where you're from. I don't know who's hanging out with you. That don't matter. When it's you making the decision, you got to be smart. And we got to stop putting ourselves in a position to where they could take it back. So guys, before you make a dumb decision, not a mistake, a dumb decision, a dumb choice, think of the higher power. Your mother, your father, your children. I'm not going to jump on the kid. He know what we did was wrong. But remember, he put himself in a position. He didn't have to go live. You got to pick your phone up, swipe to find Instagram, get on Instagram, swipe again, hit the live button, wait for it to connect. Are you sure you want to go live? You got to have enough common sense to know that wasn't going to go the way you wanted it to go. You're not a rapper.
Yeah,
man.
That's so
So,
for
oh yeah, I was telling you
don't
before,
know.
before we hopped on, I was like, at what point do we stop calling youngsters kids? These dudes, because he's what, 23? Yeah, he's 23, like mid
Mhm.
20s. I mean, I know their brain ain't fully developed until like 25, 26. But I wish Corey was in here. Yeah, you know, I used to remember back in the day, I used to have the hashtag blame rap, and
Mhm.
get my Negro pen joined up. I'm me and Shaq gonna be sounding like I don't know, me and Shaq.
No, Shaq ain't no Negro PM, but go ahead.
Yeah, like yo, bro, like we have to. So I was saying to me, and they were saying, homie in the wrong NBA, like NBA young boy. He's supposed to be NBA. They was calling him something. I forgot the meme. I should have had it, but at a certain point,
Ja Warrant.
huh?
Ja Warrant.
John Warren. Yo, we gotta know. Shaq hit that joint on there. I cannot disagree with Shaq. Call it whatever you want to call it. Like we gotta know. I know he's only 23, but he is 23. We gotta know that. Yo, bro, I want to know what he thought was gonna happen. You know what I mean? Did he even think about it? Was he drunk? Was he high? What was going on?
Well, for those people who don't know, Ja Morant, that's the NBA superstar. He nice, like Allen Iverson. He's a little skinny something, but he seems to come in with this energy and this swag, like he from the streets or whatever. But he's had some incidents so far talking trash to people. Ironically, this is who Nike chose to replace the controversial Kyrie Irving and give him a multi-million-dollar shoe deal. So he just got his shoe deal. I feel like the beginning of this year.
He didn't have a shoe deal before. I thought he had it before, but they just
Not like
stopped.
this. Not with
Yeah,
Nike.
so they gave him the signature joint, but didn't he have a deal before? Yeah.
Yeah, he's the signature athlete, which
Yeah.
means we need to see him on all the commercials during the finals, and he gonna be going overseas as an ambassador. But he has a quick video on Instagram where it looks like, and because of the location, they knew he was in a club and he got a gun in the club. And you put it out there, some people flagged it, and I even think a 17-year-old said he flashed the gun and threatened
Yeah,
him.
17-year-old. He got in a fight with a 17-year-old at his house after a basketball game, allegedly. And then he flashed the gun on the 17-year-old too. So
yeah, and you got deep pockets. What you like? So he flashes the gun. He's suspended. Let me get the article up. But now it was originally 2 games. They looking into it even further. And the fact that you might not play another regular season game, I don't know if they're gonna go that far. But
yeah, I think they was looking into what I read. I didn't do the deep dive into the play association deal, whatever. They said like
look, they got odds on whether he gonna play another game. That's crazy, bro. How do you? That's why the Bible says that hardiness, that high-mindedness, it'll bring you low. Can you imagine them having to sit the whole season?
So they said like it was like a mandatory if you bring a gun on because it's part of due to Gilbert Arenas, but if you bring I didn't read this, so I didn't read the deal, but this is the notes I read that it's a potential 55 game suspension automatically if you brought a gun to a team facility.
Ooh.
Or somebody like so facility also was like the plane because he wasn't in Memphis. So they like, yo, how you get the gun out there? You know, they fly private now. They don't even fly like they used to fly commercial back in the day. So they fly private. So they saying like if the investigation come back that he had the gun on the plane, it's automatic 55 game suspension.
That's crazy. Well, his team trying to clean it up. They saying he going to rehab because he addicted to Hennessy and expensive tequila. I can only imagine that's that. What is it? It was in a rap song, the tequila. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Casamigos.
Casamigos. Oh, that's a tequila. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's a tequila. But I'm with Fat Joe. We were having a conversation. Here's what it is. We've said this before. Like I'm from the hood. What I know about the hood is when we got somebody that can make it out, that's good peoples, there's two responses. You're gonna have some haters, but you also gonna have some very powerful people that are willing to surround you, protect you, and say, look, we ain't letting you get involved in this. It used to be the suburb kids, my cousins that would visit me from nice areas that want to come to the hood and get full in. Hood people is trying to do everything they can to get out. Ja Morant, you a multi-millionaire. I'm with, I think Shaq and Charles Barkley both said this. It ain't even about growing up. It's about being smart. And dare I say, I need to put a Negro P.I.N.G hat on, but you got to blame rap, man.
Yeah, hold on, wait,
look, let me hide my locks. You trying to be something that you don't necessarily need to be. You listening to this music, bro, just dunk on people and mug them. And this is what you do, but you doing too much. Yeah, like let me be Negro P.I.N.G here. If you ain't from the hood, stop trying to live that hood life, because that is not what it's about. Real folks from the hood who got talent is doing everything they can to use their talent to get out. And I'm with Fat Joe. So Fat Joe.
Oh, hold on. Before you go, though, it's a great point that you made, because a lot of people don't, when I hear people talk about the hood, so I moved out the hood in the 8th grade, but I used to be there every weekend, basically, until I got a girlfriend. But one of my homies, he ended up getting killed, lived across the street from me. He ended up becoming allegedly like the biggest drug dealer that was around that little block area, but he was directly across the street from me. He showed me, first person that was my age to show me a gun and everything. He was like 10 years old. This joker had a gun. When I was in law school, when I told him I was going back to school to finish up my bachelor's and go to law school, he's like, yo, I need you to do that because I need a good lawyer. He was like, let me take you out a drink. Went to a, what's the name? Around the corner to the bar. He brought me a drink or whatever. And he was just telling me like, yo, he was like, yo, I'm proud of you, this and that, third. Like, basically, like, nothing going to happen to you. Like, we need you to make it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even, like I said, yeah, like, I wasn't even there because I was already moved into the suburbs at the 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, yo, I need you to do it because I need a great lawyer. And unfortunately, he never saw me, man, graduate, yo. He never saw, he got killed before that. So that's a great point.
That's the hood life. I'm the same way. That's why I'm like, real hood Negus, the king of the hood. I ain't talking about none of them little low level ones. I'm talking about the ones you got to, what Drake say or Rick Ross, you got to make a call to even put hands on these type of people. Because if you do, your whole family going down. Them type of people, when they see promise, they gonna do everything they can to prevent you from ending up like them. A lot of them feel like they have no choice. I done told this story on here before, but I probably was the only person in law school with a stolen laptop. That's how proud of me the hood was. They went and found me a hot laptop,
a hot laptop.
Like you need a laptop. Don't worry, you know, I'm proud doing the going away party and everything. I didn't open it up till I got in school and saw that it had the login for like Aurora Healthcare or something like that. But I'm with Fat Joe. Fat Joe,
you got it up, or you want me to bring it up?
Yeah, I don't know if you got the sound. I ain't doing the sound, but Fat Joe got on Ja Morant's father, because you living off your son looking like Usher, you got floor seats and all of that, you arguing with people. But I get it. We talked about this earlier. His father put in the work, so he deserved to reap some of the benefits. But if Fat Joe, like, instead of getting drunk, bruh, you better get your son under control. Because you hold on, let me play the audio real quick. Play the audio. I'll take mine off the stream.
Yeah, let me see. Fat Joe is an amazing personality. I never knew that until
he a real dude. I respect Fat Joe. I didn't know all of that about him, but
Ja Morant always got his father there. Instead of his father enjoying the scene and getting drunk at the game, he better school his son.
I don't want to get kicked off. I don't want to get kicked off.
That's a bomb right there, man. That's a mic drop. Like, bruh, if that money stopped, like, I'm sure if Nike was smart, they put some contingencies in there and termination for
Oh
convenience.
yeah, they they do that, bro. That's in every contract. Yeah, detrimental to the brand.
Yeah,
However they
right
phrase
now
it. Yep.
you just got the contract and you wilding, bro. They
Yeah.
probably feel like Kyrie. Well, you can't mess with the Jews, but I mean, criminal Kyrie messing with the Jews, like.
Oh yeah, he said, "What can the pops tell a 20-year-old millionaire? This is manifest black man."
Man,
His pops should be having multiple conversations. I'm assuming his pops gave him the correct foundation. So I get that he's a grown man and he can make his own decisions. But if his pops is popping bottles and drinking, his pops got up to fight Shannon Sharp. When that, like, come on, man, like his pops might be trying to be that street dude. I don't know if he's a street dude or not, but like at a certain point, he's projected to make at least 500 million just off of playing basketball. We're not even talking about the Nike contract. We're not talking about they got a Powerade. We're not even talking about all the other stuff that's coming. Like he's basically setting himself up to be a $1 billion athlete, and he has to have the conversation along with his team and the people that are around him. And this is why people be like, "Yo, you're a LeBron stan or whatever." Like LeBron for whatever. I don't know what type of skill LeBron EQ is.
LeBron
crazy.
Was really from the hood,
and the crazy
really
part
hungry.
he picked up his he picked the right people around him. You never heard him get into any scandals, and these are his homeboys, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, it's certain
I want to address Manifest Black Man comment. Hey,
go ahead. You read the comment out loud for people that's just listening.
Folks assuming a lot right now. Raising the son ain't easy. I agree, but he's raised his son. This is a grown man now, and look, clearly his father still has influence. He wouldn't be where he is today without his father. And he said that he respects his father. This ain't no absentee father. This is a father that put him through drills. That's the reason why he jumping through the gym. His father got influence. And I think DeTravius, you kind of touched on something. Maybe not that they got money, and we know they should have never gave us Negus money. Some of us, it go to our head. And maybe his father trying to be that street dude at this point, but his father definitely got some influence. Like, this ain't no regular pops. His pops was there with him putting in work in the gym. And his son has said this. That's why his father has the access to do what he want to do. So I'm with Fat Joe. It's time to talk to son like, yo, son, we could lose it all. You know there's people out there that want to take it from you. You know, we have worked too hard for this.
Yeah. And I'm going to assume that his father has had this conversation, but it might not have been as stern as it probably should have been. But raising the son is not
on the court. I'm cool with that. His father too. I'm gonna be that father. Like, yo, you barking at you chirping at my son. I'm finna chirp at you, and I'm gonna chirp at my son. Get him, break that Jesse ankles. But when it come off the court, and son, you feel like you got to be having guns and all of that, we could hire security, bro. You ain't about that life. If you feel, then this the energy. Blame rap. You talking this?
Hold on, let me put the Negro pen up for you. Hold on.
Nah, this ain't Negro pen. This look, this real niggas is. This real niggas is like you talking that stuff like you this and that. You got to understand that it's people who gonna test you. They gonna try you for some reason.
John Adams, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in, brother. That's one of my homies. Yeah. Well, I was gonna go with it, man. I can't disagree with anything you said, man. And raising the kid, period, is not easy, right? There's no manual for this. I'm sure he gave his son a great foundation. So, and his son is 23, so he can make his own decisions. But I refuse to let his pops off the hook.
Yeah,
because his pops seems to be at every game. Seemed to be drinking it up, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it seemed to be like he wanted to fight Shannon Sharp.
He living his best life.
Yeah, he's about to get washed by Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's like, and you can't tell me that Ja's not seeing that and like, oh, my father wild, and maybe I could wild out too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you brought up something like maybe his pops feel like this is his time to wild out. Now he done put in the work. Maybe he want to revisit the street life. He might be one of them old dudes like, damn, homie, in high school, you was the man, homie. Because I think his pops is like a barber or something like that. Now he's like, I put my time in raising my son. He getting his millions. I'm going to try to live my second childhood or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I just hope he gets it together. Because what is it? Growth. We got
to get rid of ways that hurt. Look at you. This Joker's good. This Joker know he done got the 74 episodes in. He know how to plug the sayings and everything. Go ahead, Joe.
Them folks like you ain't about that life, Pops. It's time to have that. It may be time to go on that Klay Thompson plan. Klay Thompson, mama give him an allowance. They get all his money, like, cause you son, you might be messing up. I think he was like, yeah, I got a $30,000 grill at All Star and was showing his teeth. Like, bruh, yeah, you got more money than you ever had, but it could go quickly. That's the
and
48 hours.
And I'm not gonna let this young man off the hook because it's a manifest black man put youngest stay making dumb decisions. Like, yo, y'all act like this is the first young man to be in the NBA. He ain't. Come on, man. Y'all gotta knock it off, yo. Y'all finding all these excuses with my Negro P.I.N.G on that. Y'all finding all these excuses, yo.
That ain't even Negro P.I.N.G, bro.
My Negro P.I.N.G, so I ain't gonna even. Yeah, like, yo, he's not the only young man to ever make it to the NBA.
Yeah. I hope his dad steps in.
He's the first one, I think, to go live with the camera. We've had the access to go live with a gun on camera.
He ain't about that life. Now this dude, where he from? Saginaw, Michigan.
Oh yeah.
Draymond Green wanted to smoke. I commend Dylan Brooks. Cause he like, I ain't gonna give you what you want. You ain't finna get me teed up, bro. Putting your elbows. That takes incredible self-control and mental toughness. Like, I ain't trying to look at him. Yo, he leaned into it. Like, yeah, what, bro? I ain't going nowhere. You ain't about this life either, Negro. You don't want the smoke. For those that don't know, Draymond Green and Dylan Brooks, Draymond plays with Golden State. Dylan Brooks plays with Memphis. Ja Morant's team. Morant done infected that whole team with this different type of swag. And all these no-name people like Dylan Brooks, like really feeling themselves. He did an interview and was talking about Draymond Green, how he don't like him and how he talk too much. And Draymond got his own podcast and was like, yo, bro, I could talk because I got 4 championships. And people was asking about, is it a rivalry? Draymond, like, they got to win something.
They got to win something. Yeah.
And so they played, what was it, yesterday, 2 days ago?
Yeah, they Memphis gave them that work, but it's a regular season game, though.
Yeah, they gave him that work. You got the video up where they interview him?
Yeah, here it is right here. You got it up. Oh, you can't hear it on yours.
Y'all can't hear the sound, you see.
All right, I'm gonna do mine. All right, take yours off. See, we got the videos and everything, people. We producing this show and everything. You ready? You can see it?
Yeah, go ahead.
And Canada, too, for that matter. Dylan Brooks, you've had a crazy week. Lost 3 straight, all that's got on. There was a podcast that was recorded. This one feel a little different tonight?
Yeah, we just come in and do the same thing every single night. We had a rough couple of weeks, but, we got dogs on our team, resilient group that we fight every single night.
You told me before the game you were going to talk a lot. We saw you talking to a lot of different people tonight. What was the message that you had to Draymond?
That's what I do. I talk, and I told him that keep that mic, you better the mic than hooping. You know what I'm saying? So keep doing this podcast, keep blogging, keep doing this thing off the court. It's cute, it's fun for him.
You guys obviously are in a tough spot without Ja Morant. What is the plan moving forward until you?
Yo, he said it's cute and it's fun. Like that is definitely a cultural shock to people. Like when somebody say your little thing is cute and fun, they're definitely shooting shots. They are not giving you props, yo.
And when you do it on a win, it's different. Like, yeah, he tried to bait him in, but that's what I mean. When you got too much to lose, because that should have been a fight. Yeah. Draymond was trying to get a fight. Draymond wanted that smoke. If you want that smoke, that's something that you do right there. Dude just leaned in like, yeah, you ain't getting it. I got too much to lose, bro.
Yeah, he hopefully that energy rubs off the job.
All right. We could move on.
Move on. So let's we got 5 minutes. Well, we've been going over because we already Oh, you gonna put this up?
This Jesse here. I just want to show the video. So Kevin Durant just got traded, supposed to be a super team. He was supposed to play in his Suns home debut, and this happened to them.
Yeah, I don't want to laugh at him, but
get well, Kevin Durant. But it's like, man, you just can't win, bro. That's so unfortunate.
So I told people that I was the bet against. So I'm gonna start betting. I'm gonna start putting a little $5 here and there. I told people to bet against the Suns, and I told them to bet against the Mavs, and I told them the Suns are not going anywhere because I do not trust Kevin Durant nor Chris Paul to make it through the playoffs without being injured. And this joker got injured before the playoffs. Doing the layup line. That's crazy, yo.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm laughing. I like Kevin Durant. Shout out to Seat Pleasant because that was right around the corner from my crib.
And the way he did it, the video looked like it's gonna be it's probably more serious than he letting on. Because just looked like his legs just gave out.
Oh, they said it might be he gonna be evaluated in 3 weeks. That's when the playoffs start, man.
Yeah. And
then he gonna have that pressure to try to gel with a new. I mean, if anybody could do it, it's Kevin Durant because he just catch and shoot. But that's pressure, man. They just traded, and apparently, what are they calling him now? He got a nickname. The main player that they traded to Brooklyn for him, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
He balling.
He balling out of control.
The Nets. Yeah, and the Nets already had a good standing because Kyrie gave them the deuces and gave them the ultimatum when they was like number 2 in the East or something like that.
Yeah.
So the dude is Brooklyn Bridges. Yes, he's going to the playoffs. He's definitely going to the playoffs, and they may go further than the Suns if Kevin Durant don't get right. That's not a good look.
What's up, Brian? Brian, I see you. Brian, good look checking in, man.
What's up, B?
Yeah. So all right, we end the show. Let's end the show on the bang. The special one came out.
Who?
The special, Chris Rock special.
Oh yes.
Selective Outrage.
What you got, brother? Go ahead. You said you got a lot. I'm gonna let you run with this.
I don't know where we started because we coming to the end of the show. I loved it, man.
Hey, man, just keep it going. We can go.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. I'm not gonna sit here and say I laughed a whole bunch, like laughed out loud, but I tune into Chris Rock and I tune into Dave Chappelle more for their social commentary, more so than to be laughing out loud. Like if I'm gonna watch Cat Williams, I gotta be laughing all the time. You know what I'm saying? But when I watch Dave Chappelle and I watch Chris Rock, I'm just looking at how they put things together, where it goes. So I'm a student of this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I thought it was wonderful, bro. I haven't been on these medias looking at the responses. I just saw one response from your boy Torre, light skinned Torre. And he was like, he put a tweet because I don't be on Facebook like that no more. He put a tweet out there like he made a joke about Meghan Markle, Will and Jada, and Draymond Green. Wow, he didn't make fun of white people. What was the white people at? Something like that. And I'm like, yo. So I responded to the joker like, one, was he not supposed to make fun of Will and Jada? Draymond Green got 2 bars. Said Meghan Markle got a verse, but that's not acting like Chris Rock don't be getting at everybody, yo.
I thought it was okay. I didn't laugh a whole lot. I think he held us. He knew what we were there for, and he held us to the end. What he said at the end about the whole situation with Will Smith, I think was accurate. I had empathy. I felt his outrage and calling her a B, calling him a B for hitting him. I was surprised that he admitted that Will Smith could beat him. Yeah. But he summed it up. He's like, dude, and play Ali. Y'all see me on TV, man. You ain't never
played Pookie.
Shirt off. I played Pookie. I thought that was real. That's some real self-reflection. Like, dude, basically, I just got bullied, and y'all all laughing at me getting bullied. And when he said he dropped the mic on, my parents told me not to fight in front of white people. I felt that with everything in me. I'm like, ooh, bro, that was the best way you could end it. But I did sense undertones of, bruh, you on our people a whole lot. And in some of your jokes, like he did Michael Jackson and R. Kelly.
Yeah.
You could have picked a number of white entertainers who is known for, you know, dating under younger women or whatever on that one. And then it was another kind of joke he did where he was comparing black people, and then I'm like, bruh, no, it was the Kim Kardashians. He was like, I love the way they accepted. I don't want to get fired. I don't know his Caitlyn. How they accepted Caitlyn, and how you could bring we can't bring a white person home, but white people don't mind bringing a black person home, or at least her. I was like, could have the hotep in me could have did without that. But
yeah, you embracing the hotep. So I'm just going because we hit John Adams' comment because he said Marlon Wayans did the whole hour on Rock and the Smith family. I laugh way more. So we're gonna probably talk about Marlon Wayans next week because we got to get the good Bishop Hustle Hotep on it because I thought right now Marlon Wayans, I tweeted him. I said you got the best you got the special of the year, but it's only March. So do whatever you want to do with that information. His joint is way funnier, as in laughed out loud funnier than
it's
Chris
on
Rock
Netflix?
joint. It's on HBO Max.
Oh, okay. I got that.
Yeah, and Marlon Wayans is his whole thing is built around Jada. You won't like it because it's got some biblical undertones and God and all that. You won't like. Matter of fact, I think it's called God Loves Me. That's what it's called.
That sounds like a DeTravius joke.
Nah. What, God loves me, yo?
Yeah, you be on it on social media, but God loves you too. Jesse. It's cool though. I'm gonna watch it.
Nah, because the way he I ain't gonna give up the jokes, but the way he goes about talk about how God loves him, I think you're gonna like it, man. And it's funny because he talks about why the Jake. So he said, so basically the premise of the show, and he goes into it, he says, he is the reason why the whole smack happened because God loves him. And then he goes through his whole hour special explaining like, you know, why, because God don't like ugly and all that type of stuff. I think you'll like it, man.
I will check it out. All right. We got the Chris Rock special. Bel Air is back. We talked about TV and what we watched.
So no spoilers, man, because I haven't seen it yet. I haven't. How many episodes they got in?
That's the only spoiler you're gonna get. She played Hillary Banks. Coco Jones is basically blowing up, and even me and my wife, I think we talked about this for the first season. I just love what they're doing with the show, man. We both was like, wow, our people are beautiful. Like even Carlton it looked crazy, but it seems like somebody was deliberate in choosing chocolate colored people, and you know it's usually us and light-skinned folks. I mean the original Hillary, but that the new Hillary, bro, I tune in to watch that Hillary and the mama. And my wife, I'm sure the Uncle Phil, it ain't the fat Uncle Phil no more. He be sharp. He clean. Even Jeffrey clean, bro. I just love this show.
Yo, you know what? I didn't think about that until just now, yo. It's kind of sort of, as far as like the image goes, kind of sort of like Cosby-ish, the Cosby Show-ish. Like everybody was attractive, everybody in shape. Like the other one was. Yeah, you had the fat Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
Carlton was super corny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Carlton corny too, but he different. He got a little swag to him.
Yeah, he getting it. He changing. He understands. Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. Now
I love it, bro. And they all chocolate.
They all chocolate. That's your main point.
It might be because I think in the credits, I noticed this last night when I was watching. I think Russell Westbrook production company got something to do with this.
Oh, nah, you talking about is Will Smith? It's Overbrook. That's his production company.
No, this says Westbrook though. I don't know. We might be able. We'll confirm next week or Manifest Black Man. One of y'all Google it and see if Russell Westbrook, because we ain't got the time. But
Well, it says Westbrook. I know Overbrook is Will
yeah,
Smith.
no, of course Will Smith should be involved. I think I've seen some controversy that they trying to push him out because of what he did or whatever. But I think these are the shows that we need. It's not a lot of cussing. It's showing a lifestyle that some of us could only imagine, but it's possible. And I think when you see that things are possible, it makes you want to go after it. So I love that show. That's what I'm watching. What you on, brother?
I ain't watching nothing new, man. You know what I just watched though? I'm lying. I watched the Bertal documentary series. The dude that was just on trial.
The lawyer.
Yeah. The lawyer from South Carolina.
That killed his family and was trying to collect some insurance money, tried to kill himself. So somebody put me on game. I was like, what?
Yeah. But the thing is, so he got convicted and sentenced. So the documentary he was about to start trial. So that's what he ended at. But nah, that's a wild story, bro. It's a wild story. I ain't gonna get no spoilers up, but it's multiple bodies in their family that's attached to their family.
Ran over somebody and they
he didn't run over somebody, but he
got a body on him too.
Yeah. Both sons could. So one of the sons had a boating accident. That's the one that he killed. And a young woman got killed, and then the other son he is alleged to have killed this other guy because he had like a gay relationship with him and didn't want it to come out. But that's all speculation. But it's crazy, yo. It's crazy.
Somebody was telling me that the family is so connected that they got mad when one of the sons called the police instead of calling dad so he could fix it. That is crazy.
Yeah, so they in South Carolina. It's a small town in South Carolina, but they family. So his father's a lawyer, so he's like third or fourth generation lawyer. His dad was.
And was stealing millions.
He sold like 2-point-something million from the trust account.
Think again, people. Don't put your trust in people. We done talked about this. Hey, we got to learn at some point. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be reading Deborah Lee's book.
Who's Deborah Lee?
She was the CEO of BET. Apparently had a relationship with Bob Johnson.
Oh yeah, I saw that controversy.
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna be trying to tune into this week. And I got a film festival. So next Saturday we won't be on, but maybe the next Saturday.
Next Saturday, all right. So we ain't gonna be on next Saturday. All right. So y'all already know. So Joe D don't be hollering like, why y'all not consistent?
Consistency. We messing with you, Joe D. We love you, brother. All right.
Thank everybody for tuning in. The new people, John Adams, first time commenting. Brian Gargano, first time commenting. Who else we got over here? That's first timers. I see my man Martin Sterling put a thumbs up, but he didn't comment. Shout out to him. But go ahead, man. Take us out of prayer. Get your DMX on, bro.
Earth. Oh, Heavenly Father, thank you for all that you do. Thank you for being the awesome God that you are. Even when we don't even believe in you, when we don't trust you, Lord, we know that you are faithful. We just thank you for this platform that we have. Thank you for the relationship that is growing between us. We thank you for the relationship that is growing with the audience and for those who may tune in live and those who may watch. We just pray that something we say will be beneficial and that people will get rid of old ways that hurt and grow in ways that positively impact their life. Allow this podcast to do what it does. In your son, Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen, people. Please like, share.
Before you go out, I'm just going to do a Coco Jones appreciation. Go ahead. Say what you say.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Say what you say.
Nah. Please, people, like, share, review, or what they call it. Smash the like button, wherever you're saying. Lynette Harris, what's up? Amen. This is your, go ahead, appreciation. I got to check her out. IG out. I don't follow her.
I don't follow her either, but I love watching Bel Air the show because every time her and the mother come on, I'm just like, yes, the chocolate. I think she might be Nigerian. Y'all know I think I'm secretly Igbo. So well, I know I'm Igbo. I'm just not taking that DNA test. They use your stuff, but yeah, this sister is fierce. And for a chocolate sister to get, well, you can't even see it because my screen all messed up. But for us to get the love that we get, next week we gonna do
not next week. We got
the following week.
Yeah.
You should be done. Why you should catch up by then. We're gonna do Jeffrey.
Okay.
I love when Jeffrey come on the scene. Jeffrey's just like a gentleman's gentleman.
Yeah, he got a little thugged out history too.
Yeah, but you can't tell it. It ain't like he's trying to be street. He's the complete opposite. The brother be sharp.
Yeah. All right, people. To next. We got the next piece. Y'all have a wonderful weekend.